Welcome to Nani Talks, the only anime podcast for the culture. I'm your host, TC the Vision,
Jazzy Jeff, and Marie,
Ella from Concept She.
Ikuza. Does anybody watch anime on Prime?
No.
just recently, and I think it was the
Sander.
10. It's 8 episodes or 9 episodes, and they're all different.
No, you're talking about the Chainsaw Man's.
He's
The guy who made Chainsaw Man. He's got an anthology.
I think
19 to 17 to
yes,
the what's the developer's
20.
name for?
I think that's
Is that on Prime?
yeah.
Are you sure that's on Prime?
You've
Yeah?
just given him something to watch.
No, I've seen it. I'm just trying
I
to
think
pull
it's on
it.
Prime.
Yes, Tatsuki Fujimoto 17 to 26.
Yeah,
That's what it's called. So it's an anthology series
yeah.
made by the creator of Chainsaw Man. And I really liked it. Are you done?
Yeah, I finished.
Yeah, I really liked it. Like there's loads of different episodes. One that I really liked was the one about the aliens taking over Earth.
The first one.
The first
That
one,
was my favourite
episode
one as well,
one.
yeah,
So
yeah.
like these aliens take over Earth and humans have basically been pretty much wiped out. Aliens are now living there, like they're going to our schools. They're basically like fully in our whole situation. But there's a few humans still scattered around trying to survive. But what they're doing is that in order to survive, they're dressing up as chickens.
Right.
Because the aliens don't eat chickens. Like it's a weird one, but yeah, when it kicks off, the action's pretty cool.
Yeah. Watch.
That was really, really good. And what I've also found is, has anybody seen the new anime called Santa, which is anime about a boy who has the genes from Santa?
No.
So
I saw the trailers for that. That looks interesting.
I'm not gonna lie, I am only on like 3rd or 4th episode, and definitely very much fan service for the girls. Santa's
Right.
hench.
What was
Santa's
that
hench. Sanda, yeah, Sanda, yeah.
Hold on.
It's on. It's on Amazon Prime. Look at both of them needed the confirmation. Is it okay to do this right now?
Let me just check.
And basically, so this kid, he's got the
Wait, kid?
Yeah, so he
She's changed her mind.
so he's a school kid.
Okay.
But what happens is that he has I want to say the right word. He's from Santa's bloodline.
Okay.
He's from Santa's bloodline, but Santa's basically disappeared from the world. Nobody's seen him for a little while. And this kid is direct lineage of Santa. And when he engages with, when there's a child in danger, when he wears red, so he has to fulfill a number of different things for him to become Santa. And one of the girls in his school knows that, and she basically forces him to transform because she wants Santa back. And then from there, the story kicks off and you see him like go into full mode, but he becomes like, when he changes, he becomes a grown man Santa with the beard, old man, but he's hench and he's got powers and it's pretty cool. Then I've been watching the Mighty, I don't know if I'm going to say this right, the Mighty Neon. It's kind of like one of those ones where it's like animation style is like Castlevania kind of vibe. But you know, Amazon Prime likes to do the whole adult anime thing where it's like there's swearing in it, like it's got adult comedy and all of that, right? That kind of vibe. It seems like there's like different, what's the word when you got elves and other, not characters, but other like elves,
Pixies,
fairies. You know, like when you got...
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. So it's that kind of vibe and almost medieval times. These guys steal something from one kingdom, and it starts one all-out war, and they've basically the main there's like 5 or 6 protagonists, and they end up having to come together and save the world, basically. Watching it right now, I'm gonna say it's a B-tier anime, but for something to watch, pretty cool. Watching it in dub as well, if anyone cares. But yeah, that's pretty cool. The simulcast right now, though, how do we feel about this?
Simul.
I did say simulcast.
No, you said
I didn't
Stimmel.
say simul.
He definitely said Stimmel.
Definitely said simul.
VAR.
I feel like this simulcast has been the worst so far this year.
You're gonna have to remind me what's going on.
In this time round, not much. Like, what are we like? From the sounds of it, everyone's watching stuff that's already been up. That tells me that we're in a weak, we're in a weak point right now. So, best out there right now, I forgot what it is. Oh, best on the simulcast right now is Kingdom, hands down. Kingdom. Best anime out right now, Kingdom. It's a war strategy anime. You got to get past the first 2 seasons because it's like
2 seasons.
That's
And scene. Thank you very much. They have proven our point. Thank you very much. Appreciate you guys.
Hear me out. The story from the beginning is dope, but these man here don't mess with 3D animation.
No. Explain that properly. We don't mess with 3D animation in anime. Outside of anime, we're fine with that. But in anime, we don't mess with 3D.
Sound like you're saying the same thing, but you're just using the word anime and trying to justify it. So basically, yeah. Basically, there's so it's season 1 starts off with kid and his brother, Jin, and I forget the brother's name, but the brother looks like the twin of the king. And the king needs a stand-in because his life's under threat. And they basically, they take the brother and ask the brother to stand in as the king. The brother ends up being killed in place of the king, and Jin, the brother that is alive, ends up going and saving the king and becoming one of the king's generals. And the story, obviously, well, one of the kings, he ends up joining the king's army, basically, and ends up going out and fighting from there and working his way up the ranks. Very good strategy, kind of like war depiction thing. Like I heavily mess with it. That for me is top tier right now. But again, if you gotta get past after the 2 seasons of 3D, it goes into dope anime.
2 seasons is crazy.
How many episodes per season?
Appreciate you.
12 probably. 12. But it's not that the stories. It's not that the story's bad. It's that the people say that the animation's bad in the first thing. But you could say that for the same as Rakasha Street. Whatever that is. Yeah. Whatever that is. Because I can't say it. I can't say it, but it's like Rakakasha Street, yeah?
I've never even heard of it.
That is like a Chinese anime that starts off 3D, but as it gets on, the animation changes and it's a super cool story. Everybody's ranting and raving about it now, like influencers and whatnot, but you have to get through those situations.
But I think that's really important though, because a lot of people that were commenting when I said, I'm starting One Piece was like, I'm not going to watch it because I don't like the art style. I think obviously the art style is a massive part of anime, and it's like, if I don't like the art style, like, why would I watch it? Like, 2 seasons is crazy as well. If it was like 2 episodes, maybe like a couple episodes or something, you can rationalize. But it's like, if you don't like the animation immediately, it's like, I'm not even going to click onto that anime, let alone give the episode a watch. And you know what I mean? It could be the best story ever, but it's like, I don't know, maybe we're missing out on peak, but it's hard. And
I think that can be it sometimes. And I think you have to it's depending. I think sometimes you can be in a situation where you've got nothing to watch. Like right now, we are in a situation where we're just trying to find something to get us through the days, right? So now's the time to explore and to kind of see something. Like I wrote off Apocrypha's Diaries when I saw you guys, but I've watched it now and I think it's super dope.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I
But
do.
we discussed it was how they put it out, how they marketed.
Yeah. I think Netflix missed
completely wrong.
Yeah, I think Netflix pushed for you guys to watch it, but they missed the trick with how they could market it to the boys.
Right.
Because when you see it, like the front covers Mao Mao and Jinchi, and it looks like a love story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I was expecting to see a love story, so I'm poised watching it with the missus, and then I'm like, oh snap. This is like it's kind of science.
Yeah.
It's got a Dr. Stone kind of feel to it. But now we're talking about she's trying to kill herself every day. It's kind of a vibe, like, you know.
Wow.
What about up and coming anime? Because I'm sure there are some coming. Jujutsu Kaisen,
Hell's Paradise.
Hell's Paradise.
Oh
yes.
my day.
I love Hell's Paradise.
What
Fire
else
Force.
is coming? Oh,
I'm not giving it no time.
Don't bring it up
Fire
again.
Force.
Yeah?
Me and Fire Force are done.
What, completely? You're not
Might
gonna
give
finish
it.
it?
Nah, I'm not watching
a
next
watch,
season.
though.
I'm not.
Opinions. Have any of you watched One Punch Man?
No.
I haven't.
I watched it before. I think I finished it. I can't remember now.
What season? The new season?
I haven't watched the new one.
It was one of those where I
watched
looked
the old
at
one.
and I didn't really like the art style
I
of
loved
it.
it.
That's why I was like, I don't know if I want to watch that. But
Okay.
Yeah. Art style wise.
Apparently it's worse now. Apparently it's terrible now, the art style.
I've
No
heard some
comment,
stuff
no
about
comment.
it.
But
Yeah.
I loved what it was before. Like, I loved One Punch Man before. But
See,
apparently I heard it's terrible.
No comment. No comment.
The problem with One Punch Man is that the art style of the manga is the best art style that you'd ever seen in manga. And then go into the animation, you're kind of like, why did we do this?
That's so sad.
Who in the boardroom co-signed this? So I'm gonna watch it just because for some things, like, you know, when you just feel like you're saying like you're locked in, you got to get through it now.
Yeah.
I feel like I've got to get through it, but I'm just gonna wait till all the episodes are out, then I'll dissect it from there, because yeah, if I have to watch still frames and not see an end, I will be
I
upset.
heard some crazy stuff about the frames. I heard some moving and they're not
watch
moving.
still frames and then get to the action. Like,
crazy.
so I thought that the information they put out about One Punch Man was a bit mad. Like, they put out was it a tweet?
Yeah, I think it was a tweet.
Yeah. Do you know
one
what
of
as
the
well?
producers.
And they need to like do something about the animators. I feel like animators are getting a bit out of control. Like, they're saying too much online. Is it just me?
No,
I've heard
especially
them.
the one with One Punch Man. You know, he was basically trying to sell what had already been put out, saying that they had done the best work in their life. They've put their heart into it. And if people don't like it, well, they don't like it. And it's like...
But just know we put all the budget into the scenes that you haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it's
stuff.
like,
That's crazy. Wow.
where was your marketing team?
Yeah.
Where's the damage control? Like, somebody please save this. Like,
Yeah, that's
well,
wild.
now they've said that, everyone's going to be locked in to see what is delivered. And if it's under par, they've literally ruined One Punch Man.
yeah, I feel like they're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna slip with the action. But still, I feel like we gotta move beyond that and actually show story. Because I don't know about you guys, but story is key. Like, I think especially with, there's some people that are overachieving. Like, in the sense of, we spoke about Chainsaw Man. I liked the movie. Has anyone seen the movie here?
I watched the series and I didn't like it.
All the way?
Not all the way.
See, that's the
But,
problem. The
yeah.
best part of Chainsaw Man is like the last 3 or 4 episodes.
Right.
I can't even remember.
Yeah, the last...
How many episodes are in there?
Like 12.
12.
Yeah.
I think I'm on like 4 or 5.
The bit, like, did you see did you see up to Chainsaw Man where Makima actually turned up and she got active?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like, Chainsaw Man was a lot of character development about the dynamic of the people that you've got set in there, where you've watched it up to probably. But then as soon as you get to those last episodes, you need to kind of see Makima turn up with her power to be like, oh, this gets peak.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's like you might want to just give it that chance. And I think cinematically, Chainsaw Man was probably one of the best movies that we've had in anime cinematically. For a while. Like in terms of, I feel like they really, really captured a cool love story.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
They really, really captured a cool love story. Demon Slayer captured the best action.
I was like, we don't like Demon Slayer because I like.
No, Demon Slayer. Do you know what it is though? Because a lot of people are saying, like, Chainsaw Man is better than this. I think they're two different movies for two different reasons. Yeah. But and again, Demon Slayer was done to be a continual series, following the source material, whereas Chainsaw Man actually made a movie for the movie's sake, right?
Yeah.
That was just more intentional to be a movie. So from that perspective, I give them cinematics, Demon Slayer action. But I don't know if anybody's seen Legend of Hei 2. Chinese anime #1 Legend of Hei. Super, super cool. Quite a decent family film as well to watch with the kids and whatnot. But Legend of Hei 2, best anime movie of the year.
Wow.
I need to watch it.
Best anime movie of the year. Yeah, like for what you expect a movie to be in the different dynamics, Legend of Hei had everything as a complete package. I'm gonna touch base on cosplay.
Okay.
Everyone here but me cosplays, but I'm here today with my ace hat in solidarity with you guys today, yeah? So I think the first question that I am interested in is, what is the essence of cosplaying? And I'm going to ask you guys to kind of just like reel it off and just be like, what is cosplaying actually about? Like, why would convince me as a person that doesn't cosplay why I would take up cosplaying?
That's kind of hard. I don't know if you can convince people. It has to be...
Okay, cool. Let me know what I'd get out of it. What's the vibe here? What am I trying to do here?
It's the creative aspect that I like to it.
Okay.
I like putting things together, seeing how it turns out. I don't know. Some people like to embody the character. That's not what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. When we was at Comic-Con, we saw a pimp named Slickback, and he never came out. He was a pimp named Slickback. That was it. Like, he was cool. He was funny as well.
Yeah. Some people use it as escapism. I like it just fully. It's a creative project. How can I execute it and the final product?
So for you, it's like the making part. Cool. And that's like weapons to
outfits. Even sometimes dyeing them, doing my hair, doing the makeup element to things.
Okay.
So I don't know if I could convince anyone to.
No, but as I said, let's switch the question and let's just keep it like, what do you get out of it?
That's for me. That's the satisfying part.
For me, I think it's just like seeing how different it could be, because I watch anime and I don't look like the characters. And then when I see it come to life, one, you're seeing the animation come to life because you don't have actors that are... So obviously they make like movies now with the actors and it never turns out great. But when you go... Sorry, it doesn't. But when you go to Comic-Con and you cosplay, it's like, wow, I'm that character. I'm not trying to embody the character, but it's like, I've seen this come out of the page and now I've also made it look different and I've made it feel more comfortable for myself. So then I'm actually watching this character that I've been either reading the manga or watching anime and then I'm now that character and I can see it in the mirror, like, but I'm still like, wow, I see myself in that character and I've seen it come out of the 2D to 3D.
So it's like the representation.
Yeah.
Okay. So awesome.
I have never cosplayed.
Oh, swear?
No. So by the time this episode comes out, I'll have done it for the first time.
And what's the plan?
So...
Are you allowed to... Yeah.
So honestly, I'm such a last-minute person, but as a creative, and I always want to show off my crochet and my art. So it's last minute, but I want to try and, like we were talking about the gender bend characters, I want to do Luffy. And just try and definitely crochet the straw hat, the top at least, and just elements of that. I'm going to try and crochet like a bit of meat, which sounds crazy, but cool. Just to like embody the character and stuff like that.
Like a plushie kind of vibe.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's cool.
So I feel like cosplaying for guys, I've always considered, and I think that this is what brings us into the next thing is I think I struggle with cosplay on the basis that when I do see the characters, and I do respect that you guys will cosplay anybody. I feel like when I do see cosplays, I'm constantly looking for the black guy that I want to embody because he's the black guy. And I think this is one thing that I do think that for what's happening with the young girl called Ashley that passed away, I think that it is like a straight up direct correlation that we do need more representation because one, not to say that she shouldn't be able to do what she's doing anyway, period, but just I think that it's just nice to have. Like, firstly, I would more cosplay because again, I think when I see black boys cosplaying, what you're gonna choose like Piccolo and be green, and then it's like, was Piccolo black? Like, I don't know when he became black. Like, I thought he was an alien. Cool. And then there's other characters that I suppose you can embody, but it's like, what are those characters about? Most of the black characters are like tropes that we just not trying to be. Two, they might not even be an MC. Three, I'm just like, why? But there's obviously with what happened with Ashley, have you guys ever faced that type of situation for yourself where they're like, you're not supposed to be in this space doing this because you are black girls embodying other characters of different colours?
I actually haven't.
Okay.
I feel like most of the feedback I get's been positive. And they've actually said, I appreciate from like across the spectrum, everyone, like, I appreciate that you've used your own hair.
Would you say as well that comes from, again, like we're all at a certain following here, like would you say that once you get that kind of following and that you've got that eyes on, that's when that jealousy kicks in?
I think that's when because it's usually people who have a bit more following who get attacked.
Right. So is it like a jealousy thing?
It could be. I feel like it makes sense. Or they don't like seeing you winning and they're like, but why would you? You don't even look like them.
And what would you say is like the most important message to like young girls out there or not even young? I mean, we're here talking about International Women's Day, but what is the main message to like everybody that does cosplay, like that is embodying people that aren't from their color or whatever? Like, is there a message out there for them?
Just have fun. Just enjoy yourself. It doesn't matter about if you look exactly like the character. That's the whole point. That's the whole creative part to it. Just make it your own and enjoy it.
Is there something to be done about the people? Because I do think that there is how can we police that? In a sense, because obviously the problem with the community is that the same community that are saying it and allowing those comments to happen, I feel like there's another side of the community that needs to police and be like, we don't tolerate that. So is there a solution here to, in essence, like, because again, I feel like there's like two things that have happened of late. We've had that situation and then we've had the young girl that said there was Roadman at Comic-Con. And I mean, I was at Comic-Con with a bunch of man them. I could have been considered as Roadman. And again, I'm probably the furthest thing from a Roadman, although I am capable. So, like, what's there to be done in this kind of scenario?
I think it's really difficult to say because I haven't cosplayed, as I said, but I look at comments all the time of people cosplaying. I'm expecting to see, oh, this is awesome, this is so sick, but black women or men, and it's you're cosplaying a character that's not black, and it's just filled with all these, oh, so-and-so wasn't black, so-and-so is this. But then people trying to police it, they're just coming back with, I feel like they're trying to sort of rebuttal with the same kind of energy. It's like, oh, but you're not Japanese. Instead of like, it's like, none of us are this thing that the character is. It's like, none of us are a cartoon. You know what I mean? Does
that come from Japanese people?
No, so that's what I mean. It's never Japanese people. It's a lot of the time it will be white people that are saying like, oh, this character's black. And then a black person will say, but you're not Japanese though. And you're doing X, Y, Z, where none of it makes sense and you're not getting anywhere. So in terms of policing it. I don't know if there's necessarily a way, but I feel like what makes people so emboldened almost to leave these comments and say these things is social media and the anonymity of it all, where it's like, oh, I'm not going to get any backlash. But I suppose if you were really trying to think of it in a broader way, whether it's the platforms that are actually, you know...
So what are you saying? Do we need to roll out on these people and go and deal with them personally?
You know, bringing out that roadman side of us.
That's because that's what he wants to.
No, but I do, again, I mean, I think that we're in a situation where we live in a world where we once existed as chat shit get banged, and that doesn't coexist on Instagram or social media right now. But I think that it's like when you have these situations and people are getting hurt, it's detrimental that there are consequences and that there is like the anonymity thing where you're able to troll people without any kind of consequences. I think that's what needs to stop. And I feel like as well that these are points as well where social media platforms also need to take responsibility for what they allow to come through their system, because I'm not being funny now with the advances in AI, like it's how hard would it be for them to block comments of that are hurtful, that are whatever, to just be like, you know, like operate on like a 3 strike situation. Like you've done something wrong 3 times now. We're shutting you down. But then now you've got governance. How does the governance affect freedom of speech? When is it okay to say something bad to something? Like if we've got somebody now that is dressing up as blackface, are we allowed to now get upset at that? Do you know what I mean? Like, how do we speak over that now? Like, if we're not allowed to say, you're an a-hole now because you've gone and done that. Do you know what I mean?
I think a lot of it is we need to champion our, characters and stories that do represent us. So, like we mentioned earlier, Ordeal, like, I don't think we've ever come across a black story that isn't just great because it's black, but because the story is actually good.
And because the artwork's amazing.
Like, the artwork is crazy. Like, the depiction of what we're seeing of Trinidad, and it's amazing. And we always championed it. We all jumped on and we read and we love it. So we always champion it. But I feel like things of that nature should be pushed more. And as a community, we need to rally round and support that stuff, because then when that's more in the forefront, the cosplay becomes easier for us. We don't have to worry about what someone else is saying or what someone else is thinking, because we can do our own.
Yeah.
If we was in a space where the representation was a little bit more even Stevens, like there was as much black characters as there was like white or Asian characters, like would you guys still dress up as other characters, or would you probably more go towards the black characters?
This is what I was going to say. I was like, I don't want to just dress up as black characters for like tokenism. Just because I'm black, I'm dressed up as a black character. I dress up as any character I like because I like the character.
Fair.
So I don't want it to be a thing where it's like we can only now dress up as our characters because we've got hundreds of black characters in anime.
Yeah, I'm not saying like you can only. I'm just saying like you'd still go to that.
I think I would like
pick and choose.
Go between the both. It depends on if I've liked the anime or if I've watched it, because I never dress up as a character that I haven't watched as well. So like there's things like that when people are like, oh, but there's this black character. I'm like, I haven't watched it, so I'm not gonna do anything that I can't back.
Right.
So I only dress up as characters that I like. I've watched the whole anime. I'm up to date and I'm like enjoying it. And sometimes it does tend to be what's mainstream, which is mostly the Japanese ones. So until then, I just have to pick and choose, I guess.
I think if that was the case, I would probably still go in between both,
What about yourself? Would you reckon you'd more go with one, or you'd mix and match?
I think for me, as someone that's just getting into the cosplay community, it's like, I think when I think about it, it's about the anime itself, like, of course I want to champion representation and I'm all for that. And I think we need more POC and Black voices, etc. But I think when these stories also, I don't want it to be a case of just like, everything's so inherently about race these days. I don't want to just because it's about an anime is just about, an anime about Black people or with primarily Black or any POC characters. I feel like a lot of the time we're talking about race itself, that the plot point is race. Whereas I think we can just be Black or we can just be a person of color without it always having to be about race. So I'm absolutely happy to champion Black voices and be Black characters. But when we've got the stories to back that, I think people might gravitate to the Japanese or white characters or other characters because there's not necessarily different levels of depth other than race when it comes to Black characters sometimes, which is what I think we need more of in terms of representation.
Yeah. So what I'm hearing, and again, I was more asking the questions to see where you guys lied within it, but what I'm hearing from you guys is that it's more of a, rather than it being a color standpoint, it's a human standpoint.
Right.
Like you're there for the stories, you're there for the vibes, you're there for the actual core of the fun of what it is. And we need to, one, allow people to live, people to do whatever they want to do and exist in a way that's pure and allows everybody's creativity to shine, flourish, and to move forward in a way where we can all coexist in a community that is fun and loving.
Yeah.